We're about to get started in game number 1. Just waiting for Ahmad to rejoin the lobby. It's best of 7 time. It's Sandrock against Singularity. And I think that we have gotten past the worst of the technical issues. I've probably jinxed it now. Apologies once again for the delay on this one. I know it's been a highly anticipated match. Hopefully now we can get through it with no more problems. Singularity and Sandrock went to game number 5 last time they played, but already it's Sandrock opening the scoring 1-0 in 20 seconds. Ahmad over in the far post position, and Singularity are all flopping at the near post, trying to deny the Sandrock players the approach that they wanted. Yeah, did I hear birds as well? Apologies for the distraction, but when did they add birds to Champions Field? Is this a new thing? I was unaware of that, so sorry, that just caught me off guard a bit. For once, Ahmad doesn't have the boost to reach an aerial ball, but he's still got Singularity in a lot of trouble. Oh, it's the goal explosion! Oh! Alright, hopefully we'll get another one of those. We might be seeing one right now. Oh, what a save by Nolly, never mind! No birds for the time being, unless Khaled's also got that explosion. No, he doesn't. He's got the Marshmallow Man. The Sandrock are off to a flying start. Both their goals have come from infield plays. Now, I will say one more time, because there's probably some people just tuning in right now as we get the game started. Unless this is a 4-0, a quick one, it's likely that this will be the only series we see today. But I can't be too sure yet. We don't know how long this is going to take, so we just have to wait and see. It is already very late in Saudi Arabia, where Ahmad, Khaled and Senzo are from. Nolly trying to get the first goal for Singularity. It's not going to happen. Sandrock quick in the transition. That's Senzo with a double touch, and he puts it in for 3-0. Sandrock are absolutely flying right now. That's confidence. I think all 3 players have already scored. They have indeed. But can anybody stop these guys? Now that Dignitas have been eliminated from the tournament, every team that's left in it has already lost to Sandrock Gaming. I guess every team had already lost even when Dignitas were still in it, but yesterday Endpoint were the last team left in the tournament who Sandrock Gaming were yet to beat, and they've been eliminated in the previous rounds. And these guys, you know, they're going from underdogs at the beginning to the tournament to being the favourites to win it. Now that we're almost getting into the grand final, that's some nice passing play. Nolly's actually just put it in to his own goal. Look at Sandrock with the change of pace here. Cheeky little passes from all of them, and Ahmad's actually bumped though off the goal line as well. Nolly couldn't do anything about it, but these guys are absolutely insanely difficult to stop in offense. Nice bump there by Senzo. Gives Khaled time to reach the ball. Now it is worth mentioning that the last time that these two played in group stage of this very tournament, it was Sandrock who started well, and then Singularity who came back and took control of the series before Sandrock then went on to win it. It was a very back and forth series. I wouldn't count out Singularity just because of a 4-0 loss in the start here. They can be slow starters sometimes. But with how well Sandrock have been playing recently, it's hard to see Singularity coming back here. It's really tough to see them winning this series. That's going to be 5-0. They're just beaten to the ball again. Sandrock Gaming can't stop scoring. There's a little Ahmad Bird goal explosion that completely surprised me. What is this goal explosion? I hadn't seen this before today. This is insane. I was so confused when that happened the first time. But wow, what do you do against this kind of attacking play? And the scary thing is that Sandrock haven't had to overcommit. They haven't had to double commit for any of these attacks. They're passing the ball really well, and they're making runs off the ball to make themselves available for these passes. That's really what's improving in their gameplay these days. It used to just be a team who would batter the ball forward and react quicker than their opponents, but now they're very methodical with their approach and defensively, they look solid today as well. Singularity have been trying to test them. Everything's looked pretty easy for Sandrock to handle, particularly Khaled, usually the most defensive of the three players. He's been reading everything so far. Is this going to be 6-0? Mind game by Senzo. He goes for the top shelf. It's off the bar, down and into the bar again, and nobody's there to put it in. Still, Sandrock Gaming with a very controlled game number one. Very composed game number one. Minute and 15 left, and at this point Singularity just want to get a goal, give them some momentum going into the next game, give them some hope perhaps that they can in fact score and beat this Sandrock lineup. Sandrock have had a good record against Singularity even in competition before this tournament began. Is this going to be the first goal? No, Ahmad dashed it across the line, and even though Senzo is demoed from the game, there's still no goal for Singularity. Sandrock are just too quick right now. Khaled alone in the back, but he's going to save that one as well. Such precise defensive maneuvering by Khaled. Now he's up very riskily for this one though. Senzo to the rescue, and that's a great touch by him. This is very frustrating for Singularity. This is no doubt going to make them doubt themselves in offense, because they've had a fair bit of possession in the second half of this game, and they really never looked like they were going to score against Sandrock Gaming. Khaled's alone at the back again. This is a great chance, but that's also going to be saved for Sandrock, keeping the clean sheet, keeping the 5-0 lead, and all they need is to get the ball into the ground to completely shut out the only RLCS team left in this competition. And there you have it. 1-0 Sandrock Gaming in dominant fashion. Look at the stat line. 6 saves for Khaled, 6 shots for Senzo, 6 shots for Ahmad. I mean, the roles that these guys are playing are quite clear to see. You've got Khaled playing the traditional third man spot, and he looks just as good today as anyone else that I've seen play that role. Never out of position once. That's not like the Dignitas series where Khaled started off quite slow and then woke up in game 2. No, they've all come into this one with all guns blazing. Okay, looks like we are ready to get started with game number 2. Singularity really need to wake up here. They were caught sleeping in game number 1, and I don't think that Sandrock Gaming are going to slow down at all. That really should have been 1-0 already. Khaled looking for the double to make up for it. It's saved by Nolly on the goal line. That is a great save by the Englishman. Ahmad should have been hitting the target there. Surprising to see him miss from that range. Nolly looking for throw in the middle. He's hit it into the bar. Ahmad in an awkward spot, but look at the recoveries by Khaled once again, and Ahmad puts it in down the middle. Counter-attack goal for Sandrock Gaming. And it was all 3 involved once again. Senzo just demoing the man at the back. Wait, what? Excuse me? What? What? Oh, okay, hold on. I think I know what's I think I know what's happened here. That's hilarious. Did I have a mutator setting on? No. Wait, what? I didn't have a mutator on, did I? No, I didn't. I didn't. It wasn't me. What just happened? Okay. Goal lobby. I think this is bugged. I didn't know it wasn't me. I didn't fail. I didn't know. What was the time in the game when that goal went in? What was the time, please? Somebody please tell me how long had gone in the game. Can we get... I didn't fail this time. It wasn't me. I didn't have a mutator. It wasn't me. Oh, no. Alright. Alright. Hopefully we don't have any invisible mutators in this one. Hopefully we can just get a nice, clean start to this game. I mean, I don't know. I've never seen that bug before. That's too funny. I was like so sure that I'd messed it up with the mutator settings, but I don't know what. really happened there. SRG scored. For anybody who's just wondering what's happening if you left and then came back and you're wondering what's going on, what is this lobby? Well, what actually happened is that there was an invisible mutator setting on the lobby that we were playing in. That'll do. Close enough. Close enough. But SRG did score with 4:23 remaining. So yeah, that's close. Close enough. We're just going to play on from here. Let's see if this gives Singularity a chance to reset. I mean, if you're ever going to get an opportunity to just reset your mentality, come in fresh, it would probably be after something like this. Yeah, SRG as well. Maybe they're going to, struggle to stay focused after this. 1 second goal incoming. Oh my goodness! Don't say things like that. Don't say things like that. It looks pretty okay for SRG right now. Ahmad's just sent the ball the wrong direction though. Senzo into the middle. He's going to try and double touch, but it's intercepted by Tho. He's under the ball, but now Nolly looking for Tho down the line. And there's the first goal for Singularity, and it's a great passing play. Tho got the ball out of defense initially. But Nolly finds him down the line. Great run. And Singularity get their first goal of the series. SRG scan. Nah, they're doing just fine. They're doing just fine. Hey, listen, one day, guys, one day I'll have the admin client for Rocket League, and I'll be able to reset matches. We'll be able to pause matches, but that's not yet a thing that I've been able to get my hands on. Nice shot again by Tho. He's still scored in so many goals for Singularity, and it looks like they are going to come back in this series, just like they did the last time they played against SRG. Ahmad dunking the ball straight through Nolly. He was kept out by the post. Senzo, the man who's really elevated his own play as this tournament has progressed. Started off just playing the third man to the two players who had already proven themselves, at least on my own channel. But now it's the full team, 3 players who have absolutely proven themselves. Ahmad trying to run back to stop Godsmiller. He will do so, but now Nolly's following up. For a moment there, we had 3 players extremely far forward for Singularity. Tho's actually jumped underneath this ball. Ahmad's going to send it into the middle. Singularity are doing a better job in this game, keeping themselves under control, keeping themselves in check, because they were really just getting outplayed over and over again in game number 1. Getting beaten to the ball and letting it go past them as a result. But this has not been the same story. Great block by Khaled. And another one. Ahmad looking to make a run through in the ball. Senzo also, and now everybody's up in the air. Khaled not able to reach it before Nolly does. Tho brings it down. Singularity just have 2 minutes and 12 seconds left to hold on to this lead. I really doubt that they're going to be pushing too hard for a third goal. Obviously they'll take one if it comes. They're going to be keeping their eyes open for opportunities, but for the most part their game plan for this second game of the series has been to control the ball in defense, not get outplayed as much as they did in game 1. Khaled demos Tho, looking to go towards the side of the field round Godsmiller. Khaled almost passed all 3 there and into the middle, but nice demo by Tho onto Senzo. Prevented the counter-attack for Sandrock Gaming. Sandrock Gaming have definitely been slowed down by this break in the play. Nolly checking if the crossbar is still there. Now Senzo gets a chance to dribble down the middle, but look at the composure by Singularity. They're just letting the ball come to them. They're not rushing into the corner. There's not a lot that Sandrock can do from that position. Khaled getting denied a clear by Nolly. This one will do a bit better though. Godsmiller again looking to keep the ball in the corner. This has been a really useful strategy for Singularity this game. Defensive corner play, making life extremely difficult for Sandrock Gaming, who have so far been unable to punish the extra space they're being given. Look for the ground plays, the solo plays to get them back into it late on in this one. Singularity will tie up the series if they can hang on for another 30 seconds, and so far they're hanging on quite easily, but it might be about to change. Khaled to Ahmad, and that's the equalizer. Khaled made a dash for the ceiling, but he took his time with the pass, and Godsmill has just been, I think, a little bit pressured to go as fast as possible for that ball and ended up missing it. Obviously he knows that when he's against Sandrock, you have to defend in that position as quickly as possible. And he went a bit too fast for his own good there. And Sandrock are back in the game. Tho into the middle, Nolly's there alone, he tries to chip it in, but it's rolled wide. Now Khaled coming down the line, looking for a 50-50. How does he win that? Senzo towards the back wall. Ahmad is there. He looks at the top right corner. It's off the crossbar though, and into overtime we go. And no 1 second goal for you guys to talk about. Thank goodness for that. Obviously when it happened it was, you know, arguably at a small edge for Singularity, but imagine if Sandrock got a goal in 1 second, then that extra second that Nolly put on the game would have actually came back to haunt them. Though, looking for the aerial 50-50, Khaled puts it under him, and now here comes Godsmiller. He's smashed it high and straight into Senzo, who was waiting on the backboard. Demos being hunted by both teams. Godsmiller sees the dunk coming, puts it over the top of Ahmad. And now it's some space for Senzo to play with. He's intercepted the clear ball. Khaled to the corner wall. Ahmad's up for this, but it's across his face before he can reach it. Still, Sandrock Gaming coming forward from all angles. Look at this spread they've got in offense. Doesn't matter which way the ball gets cleared, they've got someone ready for it. But do they have the discipline? Do they have the composure to wait out this slower game? The pace has definitely not suited them. Nolly wanted a double touch of his own, and it's only a mid-air connection with Khaled that prevents him from getting one. Ahmad, a bit too low on his ceiling read. Now Tho alone at the back. He gets 2 touches on the clear, straight into Senzo. Nolly and Ahmad meet close to ceiling height. It's a high aerial battle. It's developing into one, and that definitely favors Sandrock Gaming. Khaled delays his approach, hesitant to attack with no backup. That's not something we're always used to seeing from Sandrock Gaming, who often attack with all 3 regardless of where they are. Senzo with a high hit to the backboard. Oh my goodness, what a read that is. He got the first touch somewhere near the halfway line and flew straight into position to stick it bottom corner. Senzo clutches game number 2, and this guy has proven all the doubters wrong. He's just getting better and better every single game that we see him play. And so are Sandrock Gaming. 2-0 here. Looking to book their spot in the grand finals of this tournament. Truly unbelievable stuff by SRG. All 3 players are able to do ridiculous things at both sides of the field. They're looking like a team with very few weaknesses now. At the start of the tournament, we were all talking about their defense as being the messy part of their game. But they had to do quite a lot of defending this game. They didn't have too much pressure for the first half of the match, at least not after the restart. But they were extremely organized defensively compared to the Sandrock that we saw at the start of this tournament. You know, I'd say it's mostly down to Khaled just being such a patient and selfless player, always willing to be the safe third man. He'll obviously attack the ball if he's got backup, but you need players like this. You need a mix-up, I think, of styles to keep the opponents guessing. Sandrock Gaming have definitely got that now. Khaled slams the ball off the back wall. Nice pass by Godsmiller to find Nolly in the middle. Senzo, the difficult read, but he will get that, and he doubles it into the corner. Ahmad helps him get the ball clear. Now here comes Khaled on the ground. It's not something you want to see if you're a Singularity fan. And he didn't have a lot of boost to get going there. Another difficult read, this time Ahmad. He can't make it, and Tho almost open to scoring for Singularity. Still, The main offensive threat on this team, at least the main consistent offensive threat, is though with flashes of Nolly getting involved here and there with insane mechanical plays. Khaled opts for the backboard. He's got Senzo following up. Ahmad's gone all the way back, and now here comes Godsmiller. He's past Ahmad, but Khaled once again sweeps up the mess, sends the ball back into the Singularity half. Senzo with a great clear, perfect timing on that one. Look at the arc of the ball, just not hitting the ceiling but also staying as high as possible without doing so. Senzo in the back corner alone. Singularity are matching SRG for speed so far and pressure, but are they as willing to make these solo plays happen? Obviously Nolly is. We've seen him make countless insane plays in recent times, but there's a difference between having one player in your team who's willing to style in the opposition, willing to give it a go at this level, and a team full of players who are willing to do that, and that's what Sandrock Gaming have. Ahmad high and over Godsmiller, who's waiting on the halfway line. Nolly happy to play the hard clear game. Khaled also joining in that party. Everybody right now just hitting the ball long and waiting for the misplay. I mean, we did just see one miss on the halfway line by Godsmiller, so maybe this is something Sandrock want to do, but they're not looking all too happy with the hard clears that are being sent back towards them. Singularity are hitting the ball pretty hard as well. So, look for the dribble, he's intercepted, but two players are committed there onto the play from Sandrock Gaming. Ahmad having a fight for this one in the corner. Khaled tries to come in and assert his authority. Will end up falling into Senzo. Singularity, usually the team who are able to create goals in games like this, where there's lots of starts, lots of stops in the momentum, where not such a clean game. They tend to thrive in the chaos, at least in the matches I've seen them play. Now they're looking for an opening. They probably came in today expecting more double commits from SRG. Now that was risky. Senzo off the goal line. He had to just watch the ball across the box. There was nothing he could do about it. The only interference he could make was an own goal. Again, SRG are all in the corner. Senzo will back up into the goal to try and get a better look at things. For a moment there, Senzo didn't look too comfortable in defense. Nolly with a great win on the race, and it's 1-0 Singularity. It's not easy to beat SRG defenders in this spot. That's a fantastic shot by Nolly. Notice that he's air rolled into that right as he's hitting it to get it over the top of the defense and into the top corner. The Sandrock have quietened down significantly. Ahmad's hit the ball backwards here. Now Nolly with another free shot, and that's gone in the bottom corner as well. Singularity in full control in game 3. And this has been a bit of a messy performance by Sandrock. At the start of the game, they didn't look too bad in this matchup. Everybody launching the ball long and waiting for the other team to mess up a touch. Seemed to be going just fine for SRG, but after a while they just decided they weren't comfortable doing all this defending, and they started creeping off the goal line a bit too much. Now Khaled tries to bring the ball down. He's ran into Tho before he can get anywhere. This is starting to become a problem for Sandrock Gaming. They just can't link up the passes like they did in game 1. When are they going to start trying to do that again? Do they have time in this game? Senzo has got one through, but slowly Tho will take it to the halfway line with ease. Ahmad trying to read the bounce and get the ball back into the middle, but it's just too close to the wall and too easy for Singularity to deal with. They've got players queuing up to clear this one. Overall, this has been a textbook game from Singularity. Nolly getting on the score sheet twice. You know, if Godsmiller can get a couple goals in the next game, and that'll be everybody on Singularity shooting well. And they're not out of this one just yet. If you thought it was going to be an easy win for SRG, who obviously have looked like the best team this tournament and started off this series extremely well, then you're definitely mistaken, because Singularity, like I've said before, are an extremely difficult team to beat. multiple games in a row. They've proven that here. They're consistently awkward to play against. And they had a ton of pressure. Look at the shot differential there. 12-2. The passing really falling off here for Sandrock Gaming. They need to try and pick it up again. Because all these hard clears, although they're getting good contact on the ball, it doesn't seem like it's causing Singularity too many problems. They usually have somebody sitting deep ready to mop up any hard clears. So I'd still call Sandrock the heavy favourites to win from this position. However, it's not going to be easy. Game 4 gets underway. Khaled, big kickoff win to get things started. Now Ahmad's up early for this one, and he's found the top corner. Perfect placement, and 5 seconds in, SRG are already in front. Early call there from Ahmad. Look at the distance he's decided to fly from, but the placement is even better. And there was no double commit on that, even though Khaled could have, of course, gone for this. He heard Ahmad call that he had a shot, and he had full faith in him hitting it. This is not good for Singularity. The last time that they conceded this early in a game against Sandrock, they lost 5-0. Can't afford to be doing that in this position. Ahmad, a huge dunk, and he sent the ball forward, and it's open for Senzo, and it is starting to look a bit like game 1. Godsmill is walking straight into Ahmad's play. Senzo doesn't miss from that range. It looks like already SRG have decided to play a little bit faster with the challenges. They're not sitting back off the ball like they were in the last one. Ahmad especially, just going for everything. That was a bit risky though, wasn't it? It's good to be confident in his ability to get to the ball first, but Ahmad's just gone full ball chase in this game. It's causing problems for everybody in the lobby. Khaled, big dunk, and he sent the ball to the right hand side. Nice pass by Senzo. Looks for Ahmad in the middle. Though with a big interception of his own, he's trying to double it into the center. Senzo blocks it out wide. No boost for him to fly into a second touch. Ahmad has to leave this one for Khaled. Singularity need to be careful here. They're already pressing high up the field. They want to get back into this one. Back flip by Khaled. He took off in the wrong direction for the center ball. It was a nice pass by Senzo. Big challenge by Khaled. He jumps over Tho's demo as well. Masterful stuff by Khaled once again. Completely dissolving the attack of Singularity before it can get started. Tho with one touch, but it's not as high as he wanted it to be. Khaled's neutralized him as well. At least Singularity are getting the ball out of their half every now and then. It's not as bad as it was in game 1 for them. And it's definitely a Sandrock game so far. This is the pace they want to play at. This is the pressure they want to be exerting. 3 minutes left in it, and now finally a misplay from Sandrock Gaming. Ahmad trying to demo Tho on the back wall. Tho's done really well there. He's under a lot of pressure, stays composed, and he makes the clear ball happen. But is this just a waiting game for Singularity, much like the last 2 games were? Hitting the ball and hoping that an opportunity will present itself. Now, they have been good at spotting passes that are available when somebody just ends up downfield naturally in the play. But actually making runs off the ball, that's been a difficulty. There we go, that's the play we've been looking for. There is a great pass by Tho toward, or Nolly towards Tho here. Really nicely hit as well by Tho. I mean, does he ever miss the top corner from this range? The thing that impresses me most about Tho's shooting is that he absolutely slams the ball every single time. He's not worried about the placement. He's confident that he can hit those no matter what. Now Ahmad's just hit the post here. Senzo was also up for it. Nolly, uncontested shot. Khaled with a save. Now it's Sandrock in a bit of trouble. It wasn't a continued double commit by Senzo, but the fact that him and Ahmad were even in position to both go up at the same time is not good for them. There's a great save by Ahmad. He just bounces down off the ceiling, or off the back wall rather, to reach this one, but Senzo's jumping at a lot of balls right now with no boost. He needs to try and get back in the game. Khaled as well, pretty low. Senzo, 23 boosts in net. Ahmad decides that he's going to try and help him out to get the ball clear. Has made it all the way down the line. Another back wall demo attempted by Ahmad. Godsmilla avoids him. Pre-flip challenge by Khaled. He's got the ball into the middle, but nobody's there. Senzo cutting across from the same post that Ahmad was, or Khaled rather, was centering from. He was playing catch-up. It looks like Singularity are going to get a few more chances before this game is over. They've moved their challenge line further up the field. Here comes Senzo. Did he want a double touch off the floor there? Well, Khaled's committed, and now it's all alone at the back for Ahmad, and Nolly walks past him. Though had the pressure onto Ahmad as well, and it was just too much for him to handle. The fake challenge did nothing. He had to jump over Tho's demo. He anticipated a shot. Couldn't even get a 50-50 in that exchange, but you can't just put the blame on Ahmad there. Khaled and Senzo just left him all alone in the back. Chance for Khaled to redeem himself. Good save by Godsmilla. Bump on the back wall, not doing too much though, just goes straight through it. Now Godsmilla trying to get the ball down. He's looking for his opening goal, his first goal of this series. Ahmad in the crease. Nice recovery there. But this is awkward for Senzo on the goal line. Tho has just sniped another bottom corner. And you have to wonder, where was Senzo going here? He just jumps into the corner, leaves the goal wide open, and Tho hits his spot perfectly. What a comeback by Singularity. They're not just going to be coming back in the series, but they've had to do it from 2-0 down in game 4 as well. Chance still though, and it's wide open for Khaled. Ahmad nails the double demo. They've been looking for these all day and it's been failing. But what a time to hit not just one but two players in the goal line. Singularity let their guard down for a moment and they have lost their lead. They were given it by SRG. It's good shooting by Singularity, but really SRG will feel like they should have had better defensive capabilities here. Nolly with another chance, and again Senzo under pressure. He's done exceptionally well to avoid the demo and also make the save there. How many times are Sandrock going to leave somebody alone on the back with no support for miles and miles? Senzo saves them in game number 4. I keep calling it game number 3. It'll be a third win for Sandrock if they can win it. Senzo, who clutched the overtime earlier, has just sent them into overtime with a brilliant defensive display. Singularity have looked like the better team in this game though, there's no denying it. Sandrock started well. That's another good save by Senzo. Singularity have had the better second half of it. And they're still piling on the pressure. Nolly gets the ball past Senzo. He's panicked as he saw Khaled coming forward, and Senzo's demoed the last man. He's got a chance to center this one or go all the way himself. Finds Khaled at the back of the field. And that attack is easily stopped and sent into the orange half. Ahmad and Senzo with the mid-air pinch. That wasn't far off, and it's a follow-up from Ahmad to win the game. And my goodness, blink and you'll miss it. Out of nowhere, SRG have just stolen game number 4. Mid-air pinch from Senzo and Ahmad to set up the shot. And you could forgive the Singularity defense for not seeing that one coming. They were still trying to reposition. They were trying to get back on the goal line and get ready for the follow-up shot before they realized, actually, the ball's it's in our net. What are we supposed to do now? Well, I'll tell you what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to win 3 in a row, because that's the only way that they move into winners finals directly. Grand finals, I should say. But there's no denying that was not the cleanest of games by Sandrock. Earlier on today, they looked pretty consistent. They looked pretty organized in defense, but the last 2 games, not so much. They have really been struggling to, number 1, just be patient as their third man in the goal. Senzo, whenever he's the last man covering the goal, he's so eager to get forward, to get into the play, and I think it would be better if he just calms down and stays in the goal every now and then, because they're conceding a lot of goals and they're putting themselves in positions where double commits are likely to happen They're just queuing up for challenges in the corner. Singularity, they're gonna punish for those. Like, Nolly and Tho have been shooting so well today. Godzilla trying to sit back and allow them to go forward as much as possible. Same thing that Khaled's been doing for Senzo and Ahmad. But this is it now. Very tough spot for Singularity. Triple match point for Sandrock Gaming. They've had a couple of great starts to games in this series. Games 1 and 4 were unbelievably good. But you can tell that the nerves are definitely getting to them. This is just another step closer to the grand final where they want to be in. And they're trying to take it one game at a time. They're trying to take it one series at a time. That's one of the things that's really helped them in this tournament. Ahmad tees it off to Khaled, who's intercepted by Godsmiller. Senzo again very eager to involve himself in the next attacking play. When he knows it is his job to make a save or a tackle, Senzo's done very well. In fact, he did clutch the last game. Got it into overtime single-handedly after Khaled and Ahmad left him alone at the back. That's off target by Khaled. Ahmad was waiting in the middle. Senzo rather was waiting in the middle, but now he gets a chance to come in at the far side. There's no doubt that the better strategy for SRG to employ is just to never leave one person completely alone at the back. At least have a fast recovery and some pressure on the ball. But here they are again, queuing up in the corner. There's so much space at the back post, and this is a really difficult read. And it's only the fact that Godsmiller was a little late to that one that prevented Singularity from scoring. But that's the position where Sandrock Gaming are weakest. If Singularity can realise that, they can get someone over on that far post side to immediately attack a centre ball, then there's no way Sandrock are going to have him covered. Nolly now in that exact position. He's found Tho, who's actually missed the target, and that's rare to see. Need to test Sandrock from that range, but oh dear, Senzo has just missed the high ball, and it's gone straight into the Sandrock Gaming net. Godsmiller with a decent hit on target. Senzo's completely misread that one. He thought he could just fly straight up in the air, pop it into the bar. Then he realised that ball is flying at him a bit higher and a bit faster than he thought. Ahmad pre-flip centre, intercepted by Nolly. That's down the line for Nolly. Can he find the open net here? Looks like he will, but it's too slow. Ahmad dives in the way of it. Keeps the shot out of the net. Sandrock once again getting too aggressive, getting too far up the field. Their defense is actually getting worse the longer this series goes on. It's the entire opposite of what happened against Dignitas, where they improved game by game. Credit to Singularity, they have been clinical. I think we saw one miss from Tho this game, but even that was pretty close to going in. Godsmiller down the line, and he scored his second of the series. All three getting involved offensively for Singularity now. There's the run down the line from Godsmiller, giving Tho the passing option. And like I said earlier, they've been good at spotting these passes when the opportunity is given to the player to actually pass the ball. It's really up to Singularity to create more chances to pass exactly like that. Senzo uncontested. He still wants to get up early for this one. Khaled decides to keep the ball in the corner over the goalkeeper's head. Now Ahmad has a chance to pick his spot. Not done too well here, but he will follow up with one demo. It's into the bar. Tho and Godsmiller both up. Godsmiller makes contact. Sandrock are struggling to figure this one out in this game. Oh wow, Senzo has done it again. Look how far off he flies into this rebound. Who needs ball cam? What? Be right back, guys. Just got to rebound the ball in about 2 minutes. I'll be there in a second. There we go. 2-1. And Sandrock are back in the game. My goodness. Senzo pre-jumped quite a long way away for that one. Obviously he didn't pre-jump the pass, but he did pre-jump the rebound by a month or so. Now this is the problem when you play Sandrock Gaming. At any minute they might be about to do something special. They're still in the far post position that we talked about earlier. They're looking to surprise Sandrock in that spot. With 93 seconds left in the game. Sandrock trying to come back in this. Senzo takes a challenge and gets Nolly to give him the ball. And Nolly's going to eliminate Senzo from the equation. It's over a minute left. Can Sandrock find a way through? Nolly, uncontested at the back post. Senzo once again has to just watch the ball go over his head. And it's happened far too often this game. Creeping forward in defense, leaving space behind him for Singularity to exploit. But still, mechanically and offensively, he has been outrageous. Ahmad, top corner air dribble saved by Godsmill, and that's a really important save. Infield though to Khaled, who can't get round the shot. What a pass that was. And is that just wide open? No, Khaled will arrive just in time to deny Tho the centre ball. The time is running out for SRG. They have been struggling to stay organised and to stay patient in defence. It's got them in trouble twice this game. And although they are brilliant mechanically and they can create goals from anywhere, they need time to set up these opportunities, and they don't have that right now. They only have 20 seconds. Ahmad, pre-flip outplay. He's passed 2 down the line. It's infield to Khaled. Senzo off the ball, doesn't make a demo on the goalie. Now Ahmad looking to get the ball back into the middle. He's dunked Tho, but it's in the right corner still. And this is difficult to make plays from. SRG sent back into their own half. They've got to keep this up if they're going to have any chance to tie the game. Ahmad's miss actually takes the ball away from the last man. And the challenging player from Singularity. Now Khaled decides to shoot from this position. Decided that was worth the go, but Singularity's defense has held on, and they will win Game 5. It was a game of 2 Senzos, I'll say. One Senzo who's just creeping forward in defense and taking himself out of position, then another one who makes the sickest read we've seen all series and scores the only goal for Sandrock Gaming. Meanwhile, you've got Godsmiller scoring for the first time in this series, not once but twice. Well, let's see now if Singularity can take us into a Game 7. They've made it into Game 6 at least. Bad ping for Senzo. Yeah, it did look like he was having some issues. That's why we've reset this, or gone for a new server for this game. But there's no denying most of the, or at least in my opinion, most of the mistakes I saw from Senzo were not really ping related. Like the goal that he just let go straight over his head, that was just mispositioning. It has nothing to do with ping. He just drove off the goal line for no reason. But yeah, I saw this in Game 4 as well from Senzo. Lots of creeping forward in defense, and it's gotten him in trouble quite a lot. It's gotten SRG in trouble quite a lot. But he's still such a difficult player to contain once he gets into the attacking half of the field. And you know, once he fully understands that it is his job to defend the goal, he's really good at it. It's just knowing when he has to do that. That's the issue for him, or it has been so far today. And SRG have still got a chance to be done with Singularity before Game 7. They went to Game 5 in a best of 5 the last time they met. Are they going to go to the ace match once again? Sandrock get the first real chance. It's off the bar. So with a hard hit for the little run-up he got there. Nolly might be looking for a second touch on this play. Khaled arrives just in time to deny him that touch. Now Senzo. He gets some pressure on Godsmiller, who picked his spot well. He just snuck the ball past the incoming challenge. Senzo's run out of boost mid-aerial here. Khaled to the rescue. But with how inconsistent Senzo and at times just all of SRG have looked in their overhead clears today, if I'm Singularity and I'm the second man in any of these attacking plays, I'm going to attack any high aerial ball because Sandrock have been missing a few of them. Ahmad decides to shoot with the half volley on the wall. It's off target. Good pressure as he rotates back though. That's allowed Khaled to just stay in goal. Khaled deflects the ball into the corner. And Senzo has to do some more defending. He's not had a lot of boost this game. He finally gets his hands on 100. And he is past 2. Nice control after realizing that he had some space to play with. That's a really good adaptation by Senzo. Initially the plan there was to look for a 50-50, but he realized third man's backing off. He had space, in fact, to dribble that one. It's not easy to control the ball in that spot. Now Senzo, high pop all the way up to the ceiling, but he's beaten to the ball quite comfortably, in fact, by Godsmiller. Great speed. Nolly and Tho both up for this one. That's dangerous. Not sure why Tho would go for this. It's quite obvious that Nolly will go for a second touch on pretty much any of these plays. He's been showing us those all tournament long. It's another quiet game. So far, no huge defensive blunders by Sandrock. There is a really dangerous commitment by Ahmad, and they're quite lucky, in fact, that long clear didn't just go straight into the goal. Nolly as well hits the post. Singularity are getting the better of it until now. Oh, Senzo off the post at the other end. Both teams playing a risky game right now. Khaled with a perfect first touch. He snipes the top corner, but it's into the bar. Half the game gone. Suddenly, game 6 has come to life. There's chances at both ends. Ahmad denied the centre by Tho. He's going to also 50 with Khaled. Oh, it looks like we're going to have to pause here at 2:20 in the game, though. Nolly lagging out, so we will have to remake this game, but we will let 3 minutes run off the clock. Yeah, we won a tie game from a kickoff, so I know that the score was 0-0 in that game, but I don't want to have to pick up a game from midfield play randomly. So what we're going to do is have Sandrock Gaming score a goal, and then with 2 minutes 20 left on the clock, we will have Singularity equalise. Then we'll have a kickoff to get the best possible restart that we can. We're going to have an equaliser in 10 seconds time, and then we're back into the game. Game 6 will commence with 2:20 remaining from a tie game position. So prepare yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, for goodness sake, fine. Okay, that'll do. They've done it again. Okay, this is fine. Prepare yourselves. Who did this? Senzo! It was Senzo! Alright, well, 3 seconds extra. It is a tie game, so it doesn't really matter. Whatever, it'll do. Let's get back into it. 1 goal separates Sandrock from the grand finals of the competition. 1 goal more for Singularity will send us into a game 7 today. And it's going to be first goal to Khaled. What happened in the near post here? For Singularity, they were all there. Nobody was actually making a play on the ball. Now, Khaled was really quick into position here. I don't think anybody thought he was going to recover and shoot that ball. But somebody's got to cover the shot. You need somebody to step up there and just be goal side of the ball. Because Khaled is so quick with his recoveries. You know that that is going to be an option for him. Now 2 minutes away from an SRG win. Ahmad's way over on the right hand side here. He's got Khaled in support. Khaled decides to slow play. Wanted to see if Ahmad had a double touch by the looks of things. Senzo pops it over the challenge, but Tho's first to react. Godsmill is waiting in the middle. He jumps over the demo that Senzo is making on the recovery. Now Khaled looking for another mid-air 50-50. Minute and 38 seconds for Singularity to try find yet another equaliser. They've done it before. Can they do it again? Awkward ball for Khaled. He's stayed very composed though. Just keeps it in the corner. Tho was forced to pinch it centre. Not ideal. 1 minute 20 now. Tho alone at the back. He's not done the best job here. Ahmad might have a shot, and he goes for the mind game goal. 2 goal lead for Sandrock Gaming. Tho panicked. He was alone at the back. And then Ahmad was able to catch him pre-jumping and just pop the ball into the top corner. Masterfully done by SRG. They're just 1 minute and 16 seconds away from a grand final lock-in. Senzo going to try and make it even more emphatic. He's denied by Tho. Still able to use the reset that he did get for a flip reset recovery. Minute left in the game. All that Sandrock need to do is defend well for 55 seconds. And their defense has been questionable today at times. They've been impatient. There have been double commits. And there have been random mispositionings of the ball. But offensively, they're still every bit as good as we've come to expect from them. 35 seconds. SRG playing keep away. Ahmad looking for a rebound to make it 3-0. It's not going to happen. Tho's down the line. Look out, SRG! Because whenever Tho shoots the ball, you know it's going top corner. With 29 seconds left, Singularity have a lifeline. It didn't go top corner direct, but it was after the deflection. Tho just Smashed that one on target. Can Sandrock Gaming hold on? Can they keep their win streak going? Singularity looking for the late equalizer again. Senzo. Great interception by him. He's trying to fly into a recovery now. Nolly, high ball. It's not going to go past Khaled. Ahmad ran off the ball brilliantly there. It's the final 10 seconds now. Singularity coming straight down the middle. Tho gets a piece of Senzo's hit. Chance now for Nolly to bring it down, but he's lost control. And it's up to Senzo to let it drop. Mind games it into the ground. And at the end of a very start-stop, very explosive series, SRG do get the win. You know, that shows perseverance. It's difficult for me as a broadcaster, and it must be, obviously it's not ideal for you guys as viewers to deal with all these technical difficulties, internets going down, servers going down. But for the players it's even harder, trying to stay focused and trying to play your A game when you're having to have all these restarts. But credit to them, they did the job well, and SRG are into the grand final. We'll have to wait and see who joins them. It's going to be Singularity again or Espanyol. Lots of creeping forward in defense, and it's gotten him in trouble quite a lot. It's gotten SRG in trouble quite a lot, but he's still such a difficult player to contain once he gets into the attacking half of the field. And you know, once he fully understands that it is his job to defend the goal, he's really good at it. It's just knowing when he has to do that. That's the issue for him, or it has been so far today. And SRG have still got a chance to be done with Singularity before Game 7. They went to Game 5 in a best of 5 the last time they met. Are they going to go to the ace match once again? Sandrock get the first real chance. It's off the bar. So with a hard hit for the little run-up he got there. Nolly might be looking for a second touch on this play. Khaled arrives just in time to deny him that touch. Now Senzo. He gets some pressure on Godsmiller, who picked his spot well. He just snuck the ball past the incoming challenge. Senzo's run out of boost mid-aerial here. Khaled to the rescue. But with how inconsistent Senzo and at times just all of SRG have looked in their overhead clears today, if I'm Singularity and I'm the second man in any of these attacking plays, I'm going to attack any high aerial ball because Sandrock have been missing a few of them. Ahmad decides to shoot with the half volley on the wall. It's off target. Good pressure as he rotates back though. That's allowed Khaled to just stay in goal. Khaled deflects the ball into the corner. And Senzo has to do some more defending. He's not had a lot of boost this game. He finally gets his hands on 100. And he is past 2. Nice control after realizing that he had some space to play with. That's a really good adaptation by Senzo. Initially the plan there was to look for a 50-50, but he realized third man's backing off. He had space, in fact, to dribble that one. It's not easy to control the ball in that spot. Now Senzo, high pop all the way up to the ceiling, but he's beaten to the ball quite comfortably, in fact, by Godsmiller. Great speed. Nolly and Tho both up for this one. That's dangerous. Not sure why Tho would go for this. It's quite obvious that Nolly will go for a second touch on pretty much any of these plays. He's been showing us those all tournament long. It's another quiet game. So far, no huge defensive blunders by Sandrock. There is a really dangerous commitment by Ahmad, and they're quite lucky, in fact, that long clear didn't just go straight into the goal. Nolly as well hits the post. Singularity are getting the better of it until now. Oh, Senzo off the post at the other end. Both teams playing a risky game right now. Khaled with a perfect first touch. He snipes the top corner, but it's into the bar. Half the game gone. Suddenly, Game 6 has come to life. There's chances at both ends. Ahmad denied the centre by Tho. He's going to also 50 with Khaled. Oh, it looks like we're going to have to pause here at 2:20 in the game, though. Nolly lagging out, so we will have to remake this game, but we will let 3 minutes run off the clock. Yeah, we won a tie game from a kickoff. So I know that the score was 0-0 in that game. but I don't want to have to pick up a game from midfield play randomly. So what we're going to do is have Sandrock Gaming score a goal, and then with 2 minutes 20 left on the clock, we will have Singularity equalise. Then we'll have a kickoff to get the best possible restart that we can. We're going to have an equaliser in 10 seconds time, and then we're back into the game. Game 6 will commence with 2:20 remaining from a tie game position. So prepare yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, for goodness sake, fine. Okay, that'll do. They've done it again. Okay, this is fine. Prepare yourselves. Who did this? Senzo! It was Senzo! Alright, well, 3 seconds extra. It is a tie game, so it doesn't really matter. Whatever, it'll do. Let's get back into it. 1 goal separates Sandrock from the grand finals of the competition. 1 goal more for Singularity will send us into a game 7 today. And it's going to be first goal to Khaled. What happened in the near post here? For Singularity, they were all there. Nobody was actually making a play on the ball. Now, Khaled was really quick into position here. I don't think anybody thought he was going to recover and shoot that ball. But somebody's got to cover the shot. You need somebody to step up there and just be goal side of the ball. Because Khaled is so quick with his recoveries. You know that that is going to be an option for him. Now 2 minutes away from an SRG win. Ahmad's way over on the right hand side here. He's got Khaled in support. Khaled decides to slow play. Wanted to see if Ahmad had a double touch by the looks of things. Senzo pops it over the challenge, but Tho's first to react. Godsmill is waiting in the middle. He jumps over the demo that Senzo is making on the recovery. Now Khaled looking for another mid-air 50-50. Minute and 38 seconds for Singularity to try find yet another equaliser. They've done it before. Can they do it again? Awkward ball for Khaled. He's stayed very composed though. Just keeps it in the corner. Tho was forced to pinch it centre. Not ideal. 1 minute 20 now. Tho alone at the back. He's not done the best job here. Ahmad might have a shot, and he goes for the mind game goal. 2-goal lead for Sandrock Gaming. Tho panicked. He was alone at the back, and then Ahmad was able to catch him pre-jumping and just pop the ball into the top corner. Masterfully done by SRG. They're just 1 minute and 16 seconds away from a grand final lock-in. Senzo going to try and make it even more emphatic. He's denied by Tho. Still able to use the reset that he did get for a flip reset recovery. Minute left in the game. All that Sandrock need to do is defend well for 55 seconds. And their defense has been questionable today at times. They've been impatient. There have been double commits, and there have been random mispositionings of the ball, but offensively they're still every bit as good as we've come to expect from them. 35 seconds. SRG playing keep away. Ahmad looking for a rebound to make it 3-0. It's not going to happen. Tho's down the line. Look out, SRG, because whenever Tho shoots the ball, you know it's going top corner. With 29 seconds left, Singularity have a lifeline. It didn't go top corner direct, but it was after the deflection. Tho just smashed that one on target. Can Sandrock Gaming hold on? Can they keep their win streak going? Singularity looking for the late equaliser again. Senzo. Great interception by him. He's trying to fly into a recovery now. Nolly, high ball. It's not going to go past Khaled. Ahmad ran off the ball brilliantly there. It's the final 10 seconds now. Singularity coming straight down the middle. Tho gets a piece of Senzo's hit. Chance now for Nolly to bring it down, but he's lost control. And it's up to Senzo to let it drop. Mind games it into the ground. And at the end of a very start-stop, very explosive series, SRG do get the win.